Good morning, students. This is class 12, subject maths, chapter 3rd and lecture 6. So, first of all, we will discuss exercise 3.4. Question 5th is A is the matrix given this, and you have to find the inverse of this matrix. So, writing A as A is equal to IA. A is this matrix equal to identity matrix is this into A. Now first of all we will work in the first column and we will make this first element as 1, right? To make this one, multiply row 1 with 1 by 2. So row 1 changes to 1 by 2 into row 1. Now row 1 changes to 2 into 1 by 2 is 1 and 1 into 1 by 2 is 1 by 2. Row 2 will not change. Similarly here row 2 will not change and row 1 become 1 by 2 and 0. Now because the diagonal element is 1, so we will make this element as 0 with the help of this one. So apply the operation on row 2, R2 minus 7 times of R1. So row 1 will remain same. Now row 2 will be 7 minus 7 into 1, that is 0, and 4 minus 7 into 1 by 2, that is 1 by 2. Here also first row will remain same and second row will be 0 minus 7 into 1 by 2, which is minus 7 by 2, and 1 minus 7 into 0 is 1. Now column 1 is done. Move to column 2, make this element as 1 because it is the diagonal element. For this, multiply row 2 with 2. So row 1 will remain same and row 2 will become 0 and 1. Equal to, here also row 1 is same, row 2 will be minus 7 by 2 into 2, that is minus 7, and 2 into 1 is 2. Clear? Now because this element is 1, with the help of this, make this 1 by 2 as 0. For this, apply the row operation on row 1, R1 minus 1 by 2 times of row 2. So this matrix will become identity matrix, and in this row 2 will remain same and row 1 will become 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2 times of minus 7, which is 4, and 0 minus 1 by 2 times of 2, so which is minus 1. Therefore we can say A inverse is this matrix because this is identity, this is A into A inverse is identity, therefore A inverse is this matrix. Clear? Now question number 12 is the given matrix 6 minus 3 minus 2 1. Let this matrix be as A. We have to find the inverse of this matrix. So we can write A is equal to I into A. A is the given matrix and I is the identity matrix. Now first of all we have to make this A into the identity matrix, right? For this we will first work in the first column. So the diagonal element is this. We will make this 6 as 1. For this, change the row 1 into 1 by 6 into row 1. When you will multiply row 1 with 1 by 6, this element will become 1 and this will become minus 1 by 2. Row 2 will remain same. Similarly here, when you will apply the operation this on the row 1, the row 1 changes to 1 by 6 and 0 and row 2 will remain same, right? Now we will make this minus 2 0 with the help of this 1. So applying the operation row 2, which changes to row 2 plus 2 times of row 1, right? Now see, row 1 will remain same, row 2 will be minus 2 plus 2 into 1 is 0 and 1 plus 2 into minus 1 by 2 will also be 0. Now you can see the complete second row contains the element 0. Therefore, we can say A inverse does not exist. Apply the same operation here also. Row 1 remains same. Row 2 will change into 1 by 3, 1. But does not matters because we got the second row as all the elements as 0. Therefore, we will say A inverse does not exist. Clear? Now question number 16 is, this is the matrix given and let this be as A. So writing it as A is equal to I into A, right? Now we will work in the first column. So the diagonal element is 1 already. So we will make the rest element as 0. For this, apply the operation row 2, that row 2 changes to row 2 plus 3 times of row 1. And in row 3 changes to row 3 minus 2 times of row 1. Why we have taken these operations? Because in row 2 it is minus 3. So you will multiply first row with 3 and add to it. So you will get 0. Therefore this operation, and similarly for this, multiply 2 with the first row and subtract from the third row. So you will get 0. Now 0 plus 3 times of 3 will be 9. And minus 5 minus 2 into 3 will be minus 11. Now for row 3, this is 0. This will become 5 minus 2 into 3. Therefore minus 1. And 0 minus 2 into minus 2. Therefore it will be 4. Similarly apply here. Row 1 will not change. Row 2, 0 plus 3 times of 1, 3. 1 plus 0 times of 3, 1. 0 plus 0 times of 3 is 0. Now in row 3, 0 minus 2 into 1, minus 2. 0 minus 2 into 0, 0. And 1 minus 2 into 0 is 1. Clear? Now we are done with the first column. Now move to second column. See, either we can, because here the element is 9, either we can multiply row 2 with 1 by 9, or you can see here it is minus 1. So if we interchange the row and then multiply the row with minus 1, then also we will get 1, right? So dividing by 9 is more typical. Therefore we are interchanging the rows. Row 2 changes with row 3. So this will become now row 2 and row 3 will be 0, 9 minus 11. Similarly here row 2 will be minus 2, 0, 1 and row 3 will become 3, 1, 0. Row 1 will not change in any of the matrix. Now we want this element to be as 1. It is now minus 1, so multiply the row 2 with minus 1. So you will get 1, 3 minus 2, 0, 1 minus 4 and row 3 as it is. Similarly here also in row 2 multiply all the elements with minus 1. So it will become 2, 0 minus 1 into A. Now the diagonal element in the second column is 1. Make the rest elements as 0. For this, apply the operation that row 1 changes to row 1 minus 3 times of row 2 and row 3 changes to row 3 minus 9 times of row 2. Now row 1 will become 1 minus 3 times of 0, 1. 3 minus 3 into 1 is 0 and minus 2 minus 3 into minus 4 will be 10. Similarly you will apply for row 3. 0 minus 9 times of 0 is 0. 9 minus 9 will be 0 and minus 11 minus 9 into minus 4 will be 25. Apply the operations here. Row 2 will not change. Row 2 will remain same. Row 1 will be 1 minus 3 into 2, that is 1 minus 6, which is minus 5. Then 0 minus 3 times of 0 is 0. then 0 minus 3 into minus 1, that is 0 plus 3, which will be 3. Row 3 now, 3 minus 9 into 2, that is 3 minus 18, so it will be minus 15. Then 1 minus 9 into 0, that is 1 minus 0, therefore 1, and 0 minus 9 into minus 1, which is 9, right? Now second column is done. Now move to the third column. First of all, we will make this diagonal element as 1. So therefore, multiply the row 3 with the number 1 by 25. So row 3 will become here 0, 0, 1, and you will multiply when here in this matrix it will become minus 3 by 5, 1 by 25 into 1 by 25 and 9 by 25. The other rows will remain same. Now when this element is 1, make these other elements in column 3rd 0 with the help of this 1. So row 1 changes to row 1 minus 10 times of row 3, and row 2 changes to row 2 plus 4 times of row 3. So when you will apply these operations, this matrix will become the identity matrix, and this matrix will become 1 minus 2 by 5 minus 3 by 5 minus 2 by 5, 4 by 25, 11 by 25 minus 3 by 5, 1 by 25, 9 by 25 into A. So this will be our A inverse, right? Now we will discuss miscellaneous exercise. So the question first is, if A is the matrix given this, show that AI plus BA whole raised to the power n is equal to A raised to the power n into I here is the identity matrix, plus n into A raised to the power n minus 1 into BA. N here belongs to natural number, right? So we have to show this when A is the matrix given as this. So we will show it using PMI, principle of mathematical induction. So first of all, let the given statement be as Pn, that if A is this, then this is equal to this. Now for n equal to 1, P1 will be in place of n, put 1. So LHS will be AI plus BA. In RHS, in place of n, put 1. So it will be AI plus 1 into A raised to the power 0. When you place 1 in place of n, 1 minus 1 is 0, and A raised to the power 0 is 1. So you will get in the RHS also AI plus BA. Therefore we can say P1 is true because both the sides are equal to each other. Now the next step is to assume that the given statement is true for n equal to k, where k belongs to natural number. So pk will be, now in place of n just put k, right? So pk will be that this ai plus ba whole raised to the power k is equal to this. Now we will show that pk plus 1 is also true by using this result. So first of all, we have to show that pk plus 1, which is this, is true. How you will get this pk plus 1? In place of k, just write k plus 1. Right hand side will be a raised to the power k plus 1 into I plus, in place of k, k plus 1 into a raised to the power k. When you will write in place of k, k plus 1, then k plus 1 minus 1 will be k into BA. So taking LHS, AI plus BA whole raised to the power k plus 1, writing this as AI plus BA raised to the power k into AI plus BA. Why we are doing this? Because we know the value of this. This is what we have assumed in pk. Now in place of this, write down this value into ai plus ba. Now multiply the terms. A raised to the power k into a will be a raised to the power k plus 1, and identity into identity is the matrix identity, plus multiplying this term with this, so a raised to the power k into b into A matrix, because identity into A matrix will be the matrix A. Now multiplying this with the matrix this, so k, A raised to the power k into BA plus k when multiplying this with the matrix this. So k into A raised to the power k minus 1 B square into A is A square. Clear? Now this will be A raised to the power k plus 1 into I plus A raised to the power k, taking common from these terms. So you will get from here 1 plus k into, also taking BA common, plus now see A square. A is given as this matrix. When you will find A square, it will come as the 0 matrix. So plus O, this O represents the 0 matrix. Therefore we can say Pk plus 1 is true, because we wanted to show that Pk plus 1 is this and this is also, these two are equal, because 0 matrix will not affect anything, right? So you can write down the last results that Pk plus 1 is true whenever Pk is true, and hence by PMI Pn is true for all n belongs to natural number. Clear? Next is question number 9. Find x if the row matrix multiplied with this square matrix into this column matrix is equal to 0. So first of all, the order of this will be 1 into 3. Order of this matrix will be 3 into 3, and order of this matrix will be 3 into 1. Since these are 3 matrices, but you have to check which 2 matrices can be multiplied with each other. As you can see, this multiplication is also defined and this multiplication is also defined. So we can multiply any 2 matrices. I am multiplying these 2 matrices first. So this matrix remains as it is. Now when you will multiply these 2 matrices, the order of the resulting product will be 3 cross 1, right? So multiply this 1 into x plus 0 into 4 plus 2 into 1. So you will get x plus 2. Then this second row with this column, so you will get 9, and this row with this column, so you will get 2x plus 3, right? Now when you multiply these 2 matrices, the resultant matrix order will be 1 cross 1, that is 1 element only, and this is given to you equal to as 0 matrix, right? So the matrix will be now x into x plus 2 minus 45 minus 2x plus 3 equal to, now we are taking this 0 matrix of order 1 because these two are equal. So this matrix has order 1 cross 1, so we will take the order of this matrix also as 1 cross 1. Because these two matrices are equal, the corresponding elements will be equal. Therefore x square plus 2x minus 45 minus 2x minus 3 is equal to 0. And after solving this, you will get the value of x as plus minus 4 root 3. Clear? Now question number 11. Find x so that x into this matrix is equal to this matrix. So first of all, write down the order of this matrix. It is 2 cross 3, 2 rows, 3 columns. And order of this is also 2 cross 3. See, we have to find x, but we don't know the order of x. So by the help of these orders, we will find the order of x. So if this matrix is A and this matrix is B, so it is given as, let order of x be m cross n. So x into A is equal to B. This product x into A is defined if number of columns, that is n, is equal to number of rows, that is 2. So n is equal to 2, Also we know after the multiplication the resulting matrix order will be 2 cross 3. So M is equal to 2. Therefore X is a 2 cross 2 matrix and let X be as A, B, C, D. So in place of X, writing this matrix which we have considered as X into the given matrix equal to this. Find this product, it will be this. Multiply the first row with the first column to get first element. First row with the second column to get this element, and first row with third column to get this element A13, and similarly this second row with the first column to get the element A21, and so on. Now because this matrix is equal to this matrix, corresponding elements will be equal. We want to find the values of A, B, C and D. So A plus 4B is equal to minus 7. 2A plus 5B is equal to minus 8. After solving these two, you will get the value of A as 1 and B as minus 2. Now C plus 4D will be equal to 2 and 2C plus 5D is equal to 4. After solving this, you will get the value of C as 2, D as 0. So X is the matrix A, B, C, D. So X will be, it is important to write this because they have asked to find X. Now X will be 1, minus 2, 2, 0. Clear? Question number 12, it is given that AB is equal to BA. We have to prove that A into B raised to the power n is equal to B raised to the power n into A. So we will prove it by PMI. So first of all, let this be as the statement Pn. Now for n equal to 1, when you will put in place of n 1 on both the sides, you will get AB equal to BA, which is true because it is given already. So using 1, we can say P1 is true. Now assuming that Pn is true for n equal to k, so Pk will be A into B raised to the power k is equal to B raised to the power k into A, and let this be as 2. Now to show that Pk plus 1 is also true, what will be Pk plus 1? In place of k, just put k plus 1. So A into B raised to the power k plus 1 is equal to B raised to the power k plus 1 into A. Now taking left hand side, A into B raised to the power k plus 1, it is equal to, now see this B raised to the power k plus 1, you can write it as B into B raised to the power k, right? And then taking this product A into B. Why we are taking this product? Because it is given that AB is equal to BA. Therefore writing B raised to the power k plus 1 as B into B raised to the power k, and then taking these two matrix product. So AB is equal to, by using 1 we can say it is equal to BA into B raised to the power k, which can also be equal to B into A into B raised to the power k by the associative law. Now this, by using 2 we can say this is equal to B raised to the power k into A. Clear? Now again by associativity, writing these two matrices product as together into A. Now this will be B raised to the power k plus 1 into A, which is equal to the RHS. Therefore Pk plus 1 is true whenever Pk is true. Hence by PMI we can say that the given statement Pn is true for all n belongs to natural number. Further they have asked to prove this, that AB whole raised to the power n is equal to A raised to the power n into B raised to the power n, where n belongs to the natural number. Now we will use the above result to prove this. So first of all, let this be as the statement Pn. Now for n equal to 1, in place of n, when you will put 1, you will get AB is equal to AB, which is true. Now assuming for k, I have skipped the statements, you have to write the statements. So assuming for k, pk will be AB raised to the power k equal to A raised to the power k into B raised to the power k. In place of n, just put k, right? Now we will show that pk plus 1 is true. So pk plus 1 will be AB whole raised to the power k plus 1 equal to A raised to the power k plus 1 into B raised to the power k plus 1. Taking LHS, AB raised to power k plus 1. Writing it as AB raised to the power 1 into AB whole raised to the power k. Now this result is what we have assumed in pk, that AB whole raised to the power k is equal to A raised to the power k into B raised to the power k. Now by associativity, taking these two matrices together, A into B into A raised to the power k into B raised to the power k. Now using the above result, which we have shown that A into B raised to the power k is equal to B raised to the power k into A. Therefore, this is equal to A into, now this will be equal to A raised to the power k into B raised to the power k. Again by associativity, we can write it as A into A raised to the power k into B raised to the power k. So this will be A raised to the power k plus 1 into B raised to the power k plus 1, which is equal to RHS, which we wanted to prove. So you will write down the last lines, that pk plus 1 is true whenever pk is true. Hence by PMI we can say Pn statement is true for all n belongs to natural number. Clear? Now your homework for today is that you have to complete miscellaneous. Okay, thank you.